I admire your luck, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Shaken or stirred, Craig or Brosnan, ejector seat or exploding pen. Whichever way you look at it, there is no denying that 007 is one of the coolest and most iconic secret agents of all time.
Tell me, James, do you still sleep with a gun under your pillow?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 James Bond moments.
Get back as soon as you can. We need you.
Will do.
For this list, we're focusing on all films and iconic sequences from the famous franchise involving our British Secret Servicemen.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
The moment doesn't have to be centered on 007 and can be built around other characters as long as they're memorable and part of the film series.
Oh, no, Mr. Bond.
Oh, and for those who have not yet indulged themselves in every addition to the 007 universe, spoiler alert.
Haven't we met before somewhere?
The face is familiar.
Number 10, Cars/Submarine, The Spy Who Loved Me.
007, I want you to take great care of this equipment. There are one or two rather special accessories.
Q, have I ever let you down?
Frequently.
The sex appeal of cars in Bond films has almost become as important as that of their leading ladies. For this reason, the awesomely nautical Lotus Esprit from The Spy Who Loved Me edges in at number 10. Following one of many high-speed automotive chases, Bond decides to bring things to an end by driving into the ocean, with his Q-branch modified Lotus transforming into a submarine.
Can you swim?
And if that wasn't cool enough, he swiftly dismisses an above-water helicopter with a missile. Number 9, Impromptu Skydiving, Moonraker. Only Bond could tumble out of an airplane without a parachute and live to tell the tale. This mid-air action sequence not only makes for an entertaining watch, but is also remarkably impressive when it comes to the movie's stunt team. After Jaws pushes James out of a plane without a chute, he must catch up to one of the escaping bad guys and commandeer his parachute. Not only does he pull it off, he also sends Jaws into a circus tent. Number 8, Tortured by Le Chiffre, Casino Royale. Strip away his tuxedo and firearm, and James Bond is a regular human being, meaning torturous methodology can be costly.
Wow. You've taken good care of your buddy. Such a waste.
Although the sequence where Bond is poisoned also strips away his armor, there is just something about Le Chiffre playing Whippet with his manhood that gives the franchise a whole new realistic spin. But our protagonist doesn't let such arduous conditions eradicate his charm. As James gives us a great one-liner that is hard to forget.
Yes! 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 Now the whole world's gonna know that you don't scratch your fucking balls.
Number 7, Parking Garage Chase, Tomorrow Never Dies.
Alert. Obstruction ahead. Reduce speed now.
The gadgets used by 007 seem to know no limits. A fact that's perfectly personified in Tomorrow Never Dies, when Bond manages to remotely control his BMW using his cell phone. Drifting around tight corners and taking on bad guys, the chase is not only entertaining to watch, but also keeps the classic gadgetry of the series alive.
Reminder, unsafe driving will void warranty.
In addition, it keeps Bond's track record of seemingly destroying almost every expensive car he gets a hold of alive. Sorry, Q, but another one bites the dust.
Congratulations on a safe journey.
Number 6. Tracy is killed in a drive-by on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Come on, James. Very happy. Be happy, my darling.
Despite his numerous rakish encounters with women, 007 actually gets married.
If there's anything you ever need,
Thank you, Q, but this time I've got the gadgets. I know how to use them.
But could you imagine the potential danger of marrying a secret agent? This leads to the dramatic moment in which his wife Tracy is gunned down shortly after their wedding. With her lying dead in his arms, we experience a weak, helpless side of Bond that has arguably never been matched.
It's all right. It's quite all right, really. She's having a rest.
Years later, Roger Moore's iteration of Bond would visit her grave and subsequently get vengeance in an unforgettable way in For Your Eyes Only.
Mr. Bond!
Number 5. Coming through with the tank, GoldenEye. Pierce Brosnan's bungee jump into the franchise was awesome. But it's his foray into a certain military means of transportation that takes the 5th spot. In pursuit of General Orumov and Natalia, Brosnan's Bond crashes through St. Petersburg in a military tank. It's the pure mayhem and tenacity that ensues that earns this moment a place on this list, as Bond smashes through buildings, monuments, and bad guys. And who can forget that trademark tie fix at the end? Number 4. M's Demise, Skyfall.
M, you've had a great run. You should leave with dignity.
Throughout many of the Bond films, M is a pain in the ass. But when portrayed by a certain strong-willed Judi Dench, M acts as somewhat of a maternal figure to our secret agent. This makes her death in Skyfall all the more dramatic.
He's going for him. Tell Tanner, get her out of there.
When it comes down to it, Bond is willing to go back to his childhood home, burrow M inside, and risk his life to save her.
007, what took you so long?
A stray bullet trumps his attempts, though, and the scene that follows is truly touching.
I did get one thing right.
Number 3. Jetpack Getaway, Thunderball.
Madame, I've come to offer my sincere condolences.
If you've ever looked at Bond archives, then you will have certainly seen a screen grab of this moment.
I don't think you should have opened that car door by yourself.
In one of the best pre-credit sequences from the series, James finds himself attacked by a man in drag and pursued by multiple baddies. How does he get away? By jetpack, of course. Although a jetpack alone is cool, this iconic moment is the epitome of what makes 007 007, as he not only gets the job done, but makes you wish you were him while doing it.
No well-dressed man should be without one.
Yes, very practical.
Number 2. Laser between the legs, Goldfinger.
This is gold, Mr. Bond. All my life I've been in love with its color, its brilliance, its divine heaviness.
Early on in Goldfinger, we learn how dramatically dastardly our bad guy Auric Goldfinger can be when he suffocates a lady to death by painting her gold. But the scene we bookmarked is where Bond faces off against a laser that's aimed between his legs. It's the tense back and forth between Bond and Goldfinger here that really sets things off, especially the part where Bond says,
"Do you expect me to talk?"
To which Goldfinger swiftly responds,
"No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die."
Priceless.
There is nothing you can talk to me about that I don't already know.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
My real name is Bond. James Bond, you must take my word for it.
Number 1. Honey's Bikini Bod Dr. No. This seaside emergence set the precedent for beautiful Bond girls for years to come. As James lies asleep beachside, Honey Rider casually swims out of the ocean, singing aloud. Come on guys, who can forget that bikini? Now awake, Bond soon ogles her and joins in for a sing-along.
Underneath the mango tree, my honey and me.
Who's that?
After this, the sexy leading ladies of the franchise became just as important as its guns, gadgets, and gravitas, with fans eagerly awaiting posters to see who will be starring alongside the legendary 007.
Stay where you are.
I can assure you my intentions are strictly honorable.
Do you agree with our list?
Do I look like I give a damn?
What Bond moment made you want to throw on a tuxedo? For more awesome top 10s with a license to thrill published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Dink, say goodbye to Felix. Man talk.